God says, "My beloved soul, if you are reading this, understand that this message did not arrive by accident. It crossed timelines, noise, distractions, and millions of unaware minds because your soulmate was meant to find you at this exact moment, and your soul already knew before your mind caught up." There are moments when the universe speaks softly, and moments when it bends reality to reach the chosen ones, and this is one of those moments where destiny leaned forward and whispered your name. You have walked long roads feeling unseen, unheard, and often misunderstood, yet your spirit never broke, it only became quieter, wiser, and deeper. This message comes not to flatter you, but to remind you of what you already are, because forgetting was never your failure, it was part of the design. My beloved soul, you were never meant to blend in, you were meant to awaken, and awakening is never comfortable, never crowded, and never rushed. You may have wondered why love felt delayed, why connections came close but never stayed, why timing always seemed slightly off, and why your heart recognized depth before others recognized truth. That is because soulmate connections are not rushed by the world, they are protected by the universe. You were being prepared, softened in some places, strengthened in others, and refined through silence. Every disappointment was not rejection, it was redirection, every ending was not loss, it was alignment, and every lonely night was not punishment, it was purification. My beloved soul, the one meant for you was also being shaped, also being tested, also being stripped of illusions so that when your souls meet, recognition would be instant and undeniable. This message bypassed millions because not every soul is ready to receive truth without distortion. Chosen ones hear with their spirit before they react with their ego. You have always felt things before they happened, sensed shifts before they were spoken, and known when to walk away even when your heart resisted. That sensitivity is not weakness, it is spiritual intelligence. You are not here to chase love, prove worth, or beg for consistency. You are here to remember who you are so love can meet you at your level. My beloved soul, your soulmate does not complete you, they recognize you, and recognition only happens when both souls are awake enough to see clearly. There were times you questioned yourself, wondering if you were too much or not enough, too deep or too intense, too patient or too forgiving. But the truth is, you were simply too real for environments built on surface-level connection. Your heart speaks a language that only another awakened soul can understand. That is why this message found you now, not earlier, not later. Timing is sacred. The universe does not hurry what is meant to last. My beloved soul, what is approaching you is not chaos, confusion, or heartbreak, it is clarity, safety, and resonance. But first, you had to release the versions of love that required you to shrink. You may feel a strange calm mixed with anticipation lately, as if something is shifting behind the scenes. That is not imagination. That is alignment. When a soulmate connection is near, the soul becomes quiet, the heart becomes selective, and distractions begin to fall away. You stop craving attention and start valuing presence. You stop chasing intensity and start craving depth. You stop explaining yourself and start trusting silence. My beloved soul, this is the sign you asked for without realizing you asked. This is confirmation that your patience was noticed, your tears were counted, and your faith was never misplaced. Understand this clearly, soulmate energy is not drama-filled or unstable, it is grounding, steady, and safe. The one meant for you will not confuse you, test you, or keep you guessing. They will meet you where you are without demanding you become someone else. They will recognize your softness as strength and your silence as wisdom. My beloved soul, the reason you could not settle for less was because your soul remembers a higher standard of love, one that does not wound to teach lessons, but heals to build futures. As this message unfolds within you, you may feel emotions surfacing unexpectedly, memories releasing, or a sense of closure without conversation. That is energetic completion. Some connections end in the heart long before they end in the physical world. You are not losing anything right now, you are making space. Space for the kind of love that does not trigger survival mode, but activates peace. My beloved soul, peace is the signature of a soulmate connection, not chaos, not anxiety, not doubt. Do not rush the process after hearing this. Let it settle. Let your nervous system rest. Let your expectations soften. When the time comes, recognition will be mutual, effortless, and natural. There will be no need to convince, chase, or question. The soul knows its counterpart instantly. My beloved soul, trust that what is finding you has already chosen you on a spiritual level, and nothing meant for you will ever require force. This is only the beginning. The veil is lifting. The preparation phase is ending. And the chapter you are stepping into will feel familiar, not because you lived it before, but because your soul remembers it. Hold steady. Stay open. Stay true. You were chosen, not randomly, not temporarily, but intentionally. And your soulmate is closer than your doubts want you to believe. My beloved soul, now that your awareness has shifted, understand that recognition always comes before arrival. The soul senses alignment long before the physical meeting takes place. This is why your inner world has been changing quietly, why old desires no longer excite you, and why superficial connections feel draining instead of validating. You are not becoming distant, you are becoming discerning. The universe only brings soulmate energy when you are no longer willing to betray yourself for love. This stage you are in right now is sacred, because it is where attachment dissolves and alignment begins. You have already survived the versions of love that taught you endurance instead of nourishment. You stayed when you should have left, you explained when you should have observed, and you hoped when clarity was already present. None of that was wasted. Each experience refined your intuition and sharpened your boundaries. My beloved soul, your heart is no longer open by default, it is open by recognition. That is the difference between past cycles and what is approaching now. You are no longer learning lessons, you are entering embodiment. There is something important you must understand about soulmate connections. They do not arrive to fill emptiness, they arrive to expand fullness. This is why you were guided to heal independently, to sit with yourself, and to learn how to self-regulate your emotions without external reassurance. The universe could not bring your soulmate until you stopped asking others to save you. My beloved soul, you were never meant to be rescued, you were meant to be met. Met in truth, met in presence, and met in emotional maturity. You may notice that you are less reactive lately. Things that once triggered anxiety now pass through you with observation instead of fear. This is not numbness, this is integration. You are no longer ruled by wounds, you are guided by wisdom. When soulmate energy draws near, the nervous system begins to stabilize. Chaos loses its grip. Urgency fades. And a quiet certainty replaces desperation. My beloved soul, this calm is not boredom, it is readiness. There is also a reason this message reached you when it did. Timing aligns with surrender. You stopped forcing outcomes, stopped chasing signs, and stopped needing proof. You reached a point where you said, even silently, that you trust the process more than the outcome. That is when the universe responds. Soulmate paths activate when control dissolves. My beloved soul, love cannot meet you where you are trying to manage everything, it meets you where you are willing to receive. Do not underestimate the power of what you have already released. Old timelines collapse when you stop emotionally feeding them. People who once had access to your heart fade because the frequency no longer matches. This is not punishment, it is protection. You are being removed from cycles that would dilute the depth of what is meant for you. My beloved soul, everything that could not grow with you had to fall away so you could walk unburdened into the connection that honors you. Your soulmate is not perfect, but they are conscious. They have done their inner work, faced their shadows, and taken responsibility for their emotional patterns. This is why the wait was necessary. A deep soul requires a grounded counterpart. Anything less would have felt familiar but unsafe. My beloved soul, what is approaching you is not intensity that burns fast, it is warmth that lasts. It is consistency, not confusion. Presence, not performance. There will be no dramatic chase, no power games, no emotional starvation disguised as passion. Soulmate love feels like exhaling after holding your breath for years. It feels like being understood without over-explaining. It feels like silence that comforts instead of threatens. My beloved soul, your body will recognize this love before your mind does. You will feel relaxed, not anxious. Secure, not obsessive. Open, not guarded. Right now, you are being asked to trust what you cannot yet see. Faith is not believing without doubt, it is moving forward despite it. Continue choosing yourself. Continue honoring your boundaries. Continue listening to your intuition even when it contradicts logic. The universe responds to self-respect faster than it responds to longing. My beloved soul, when you stop abandoning yourself, love stops abandoning you. If memories resurface during this phase, let them. They are leaving, not returning. Closure does not always require conversation. Sometimes understanding is enough. You are closing doors energetically so new ones can open without resistance. This is why your heart feels lighter even without external change. Alignment happens internally first. My beloved soul, you are not waiting anymore, you are arriving. Stay present. Stay grounded. Stay open without expectation. What is meant for you is already on its way, moving through its own final adjustments to meet you in truth. You have done your part. Now allow the universe to do the rest. The connection you are stepping into will not ask you to prove your worth, it will reflect it. And when it arrives, you will understand why everything before had to end. My beloved soul, as you move deeper into this chapter, you must understand that soulmate recognition is not loud, dramatic, or chaotic, it is subtle, grounded, and deeply familiar. It does not crash into your life, it settles into it. This is why your soul has been trained to listen rather than chase, to observe rather than react, and to trust rather than force. Everything you have lived has been guiding you to this exact energetic posture. You are no longer operating from fear of loss, you are operating from truth of self, and that is where real love can finally meet you. There is a sacred intelligence unfolding now, one that works beyond your conscious control. You may feel drawn inward more often, needing less validation from the outside world, craving solitude without loneliness. This is not withdrawal, this is integration. When soulmate energy approaches, the soul prepares by simplifying. Excess attachments fall away. Old emotional habits lose their grip. You begin to value peace over stimulation, honesty over charm, and depth over excitement. My beloved soul, this refinement is the final preparation before recognition. Understand this clearly, your soulmate will not awaken you, because you are already awake. They will not heal you, because you have already faced your wounds. They will walk beside you, not ahead of you and not behind you. Equality is the signature of a divine connection. This is why power imbalances never lasted in your past. Your soul rejected dynamics where love had to be earned, negotiated, or proven. My beloved soul, you were never meant to struggle for affection, you were meant to stand in mutual truth. You may have noticed that you no longer romanticize potential. You see people as they are, not as you hope they will become. This clarity is protection. The universe removed the veil so you could stop confusing chemistry with compatibility. Soulmate love does not feel intoxicating in a way that destabilizes you, it feels grounding in a way that anchors you. My beloved soul, the connection coming into your life will not hijack your nervous system, it will calm it. There is also a deep spiritual law at work now: what you no longer tolerate cannot follow you into your next chapter. This includes self-abandonment, overgiving, emotional labor without reciprocity, and waiting for people to choose you. You already chose yourself. That choice activated alignment. My beloved soul, when you chose your dignity over attachment, the universe chose to meet you with truth. If doubt arises at this stage, let it pass without engagement. Doubt is the echo of old survival patterns, not the voice of intuition. Your intuition is calm, steady, and clear. It does not rush you, threaten you, or confuse you. It simply knows. My beloved soul, trust the knowing that does not need explanation. That is how soulmate recognition begins, not with fireworks, but with certainty. The one meant for you is not searching for perfection, they are searching for resonance. They will see your scars and recognize strength, not damage. They will honor your silence without demanding performance. They will respect your boundaries without interpreting them as rejection. My beloved soul, this is the kind of love that allows you to breathe fully, not hold your breath in anticipation of disappointment. Right now, unseen threads are being aligned. Conversations are ending so new ones can begin. Paths are crossing and uncrossing with precision you cannot yet see. Nothing is random. Even delays are deliberate. The universe is ensuring that when you meet, both souls are present, available, and capable of holding what arrives. My beloved soul, rushed love breaks easily, but aligned love endures. Do not fear stillness during this phase. Stillness is not stagnation. It is the space where destiny recalibrates. You are being positioned, emotionally and energetically, to recognize what arrives without confusion. When the moment comes, it will feel natural, not overwhelming. You will not question your worth, timing, or readiness. My beloved soul, recognition does not ask questions, it answers them. You have already released many versions of yourself to arrive here. The version that tolerated inconsistency. The version that waited to be chosen. The version that believed love required sacrifice of self. Those versions served their purpose, and now they can rest. You are stepping forward as your most integrated self. My beloved soul, this is the version your soulmate has been preparing to meet. As this part unfolds, allow yourself to remain open without expectation. Expectation creates pressure, and pressure distorts alignment. Openness invites authenticity. Let life surprise you gently. Let connections unfold without projection. The universe will not miss you. What is meant for you is moving toward you with equal intention. My beloved soul, trust that you are not late, behind, or forgotten, you are precisely where you need to be. This is not the end of the journey, but it is the threshold. You are standing between who you were and who you are becoming in love. Step forward without fear. You are supported. You are guided. You are chosen. And what is coming will not require you to lose yourself to keep it. My beloved soul, now you are entering the phase where destiny begins to move in visible ways, though still quietly, still gently, still without announcement. This is the stage where internal alignment starts reflecting externally, where the shifts inside you begin rearranging the world around you. You may notice subtle changes in your routines, your interests, your social circles, and even your tolerance for certain environments. This is not coincidence. This is preparation in motion. The universe is clearing pathways so nothing interferes with what is being orchestrated for you. At this stage, patience takes on a deeper meaning. It is no longer about waiting in uncertainty, but about holding steadiness in trust. You are not waiting to be chosen anymore. You are waiting for alignment to reveal itself. This is why impatience feels unnatural to you now. Your soul understands that rushing would only distort what is meant to arrive clean, clear, and whole. My beloved soul, this is the patience of knowing, not hoping. You may feel moments of heightened awareness, where ordinary interactions feel more symbolic, where small encounters carry unexpected meaning. This is because your intuition is fully online. You are perceiving beyond surface reality now. You sense when something is nearing completion, when a cycle is truly closing, and when a new one is approaching. This awareness is not meant to make you anxious, it is meant to make you grounded. My beloved soul, awareness without fear is wisdom. There may still be remnants of the past attempting to resurface, not because they belong in your future, but because they sense their access ending. Old connections may reach out. Familiar emotions may flicker briefly. Do not mistake this for regression. This is the final echo of lessons already learned. Observe without attachment. You are no longer required to respond to everything that calls your name. My beloved soul, discernment is now your protection. As the energy builds, you are being asked to remain authentic, not performative. This is not the time to mold yourself into what you think love expects. This is the time to be rooted in who you truly are. The connection that is aligning with you does not require masks, strategies, or self-editing. It requires truth. My beloved soul, the love meant for you can only meet the real you. You may notice that your desires around love have simplified. You no longer ask for intensity, grand gestures, or constant reassurance. You ask for consistency, honesty, and emotional safety. This is not settling, this is clarity. Your soul is no longer impressed by effort without depth. It seeks presence, not promises. My beloved soul, this clarity ensures that what enters your life now will be built to last. Energetically, you are learning how to receive without guilt. In the past, receiving may have felt uncomfortable, as if you needed to earn care or justify your needs. That pattern is dissolving. You are realizing that love does not require suffering to be valid. It does not demand self-erasure as proof of devotion. My beloved soul, you are allowed to be loved without paying a price. During this phase, silence plays an important role. Not the silence of suppression, but the silence of inner stability. You do not feel the need to explain your journey to those who cannot meet you in understanding. You trust your inner compass more than external opinions. This is maturity. This is sovereignty. My beloved soul, when you stop seeking validation, you become magnetic to truth. There is also a deep emotional recalibration happening. Your nervous system is learning safety. You are teaching your body that love does not equal unpredictability. This is why peace feels more attractive than excitement now. You are no longer addicted to emotional highs and lows. You value steadiness. My beloved soul, this shift ensures that when your soulmate energy arrives, your body will recognize it as home, not threat. Do not interpret the calm of this phase as emptiness. Calm is fullness without noise. It is the absence of internal conflict. You are not missing anything right now. You are gathering yourself. This gathering is essential, because what is coming requires presence, not fragmentation. My beloved soul, you are becoming available in the deepest sense, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. The universe is also observing how you treat yourself during this time. Are you honoring your boundaries? Are you listening to your intuition? Are you resting when needed? Self-respect is the final signal that alignment responds to. Love mirrors how you value yourself. My beloved soul, the steadiness you offer yourself now is the foundation of what you will soon share. There is more unfolding ahead. The story is not complete yet. The threads are still weaving. Remain open, remain grounded, remain true. You are standing on the edge of recognition becoming reality, of alignment becoming connection. This is not the end. This is the moment before arrival. Stay present. Stay trusting. The final chapter is preparing to reveal itself. My beloved soul, this is the moment where understanding settles fully into your being, where the journey you have walked finally reveals its purpose, and where the waiting transforms into recognition. Everything you have experienced, every silence, every delay, every lesson disguised as loss, was guiding you here. Not to an ending born of exhaustion, but to a beginning rooted in truth. You were never forgotten, never overlooked, and never delayed by mistake. You were protected until alignment was possible. Now you can see clearly why love could not arrive earlier. Earlier versions of you were still learning how to stand without bending, how to love without disappearing, and how to choose peace over familiarity. You needed to remember your worth without reflection. You needed to trust yourself before trusting another. My beloved soul, the universe does not unite souls who are still negotiating their value. It unites those who are anchored in it. The connection meant for you is not arriving to disrupt your life, but to complement it. It will not pull you into confusion or emotional survival. It will meet you in stability, honesty, and mutual respect. This love will not require performance, sacrifice of self, or endurance of pain. It will feel natural, not forced. Familiar, not overwhelming. My beloved soul, when it arrives, you will not question whether it is real, because your body, heart, and spirit will all agree. Understand this, soulmate love is not about intensity that consumes you, but about presence that supports you. It does not demand proof of loyalty through suffering. It does not test your limits to confirm attachment. It honors boundaries, listens deeply, and grows patiently. My beloved soul, this is the kind of love that allows you to remain whole. As this chapter closes, release the need to analyze how or when everything will unfold. Trust has already replaced fear within you. You are no longer seeking signs, because you have become one. Your energy speaks before words ever will. The universe responds to who you are being, not what you are asking. My beloved soul, you have aligned through authenticity, not effort. There may still be moments where the past whispers doubts, reminding you of old disappointments or unresolved endings. Let those whispers pass. They no longer have authority here. You are not the same soul who endured those chapters. You have grown beyond them. What is arriving cannot be accessed by your old wounds, only by your present awareness. My beloved soul, you are safe now. This ending is not dramatic, because truth does not need drama. It is quiet, grounded, and deeply reassuring. It feels like coming home to yourself while welcoming another who recognizes that home. When your soulmate enters your life, it will not feel like escape, it will feel like arrival. No chasing. No guessing. No proving. Just recognition. Carry this knowing forward. Walk gently. Remain open. Continue honoring your boundaries and your intuition. You are not waiting anymore. You are living in alignment, and alignment attracts what belongs. My beloved soul, the love meant for you has always known where to find you. It simply waited until you were ready to receive it without losing yourself. This message found you because your soul was ready to remember. Remember who you are. Remember what you deserve. Remember that real love does not ask you to suffer to be chosen. You were chosen long before the meeting ever happens. And when it does, it will feel inevitable, not surprising. Stay rooted in truth. Stay faithful to yourself. This chapter closes not with loss, but with certainty. You are guided. You are protected. You are deeply loved. And the journey ahead will honor everything you have become.